Welcome, everyone. My name is Tracy Murphy-Poxtis, and this is Good to Great in Under 8, the weekly show for motivated professionals who want to start having greater business impact and more career fulfillment. So guys, did you know one of the most important factors linked to both individual and team performance is having a sense of trust? Yet I got to tell you, in my work as a coach, I continue to be shocked all the time at the number of clients that tell me that they don't trust their boss, or they don't trust their coworker or their team members. I'm always hearing things like, well, I'm not really confident that so-and-so on the team can really deliver. Or if I'm honest about what I actually can't do, I know so-and-so is going to use it against me. Or I know when push comes to shove that so-and-so on the team just isn't going to have my back. And so this really got me to wondering, why is there such an absence of trust in today's workplace? I mean, really, we all know that logically, right, without trust, communication, cooperation, and the best outcomes aren't possible, right? But trust continues to be an issue. So I don't have the magic answer for how to fix the problem, but what I do know is, and you guys probably know this also, that we can't change other people, right? We can only change ourselves and how we show up. And so this week, guys, I have a challenge for you. If you're not feeling like you have a lot of trust with your boss or your coworkers or your team members, here comes the challenge, right? First, ask yourself, how trustworthy would they find me? And rate yourself on a scale here of 1 to 10, with 10 being they would trust me no matter what, all the time, and 1 being they wouldn't find me trustworthy at all. And as you're thinking about this question, really reflect on your past behavior, right? Think about those times when you engaged with those individuals. And really reflect back on the messages and the behaviors that you exhibited. And take a hard look and ask, were these messages and behaviors that really warranted someone else to trust me? And then once you have your number and you feel comfortable with it, the next part of the challenge is to figure out, well, how do I elevate it, right? How do I make myself even more trustworthy? Right? Because the more trustworthy we can become, the easier it's going to be for others to follow suit, right? Because we made it feel safe for them. And so as you think about elevating your own trustworthiness, there's 3 additional questions you can ask yourself. First, how and where can you become more humble and more vulnerable, right? So this is all about sharing more about yourself. Sharing your stories, sharing some of your challenges and maybe even your shortcomings. The second question is all about how can you share more honest and caring feedback, right? Feedback that really demonstrates encouragement, right? Encouraging the other person and demonstrating that you have their best interest at heart. And then the last question you can ask around building your own trustworthiness is, am I really walking my own talk, right? Am I really living up to who I say I am, right? So if I truly value not having gossip in the workplace, am I really not gossiping? Right, so guys, trust is something that takes a ton of time to build. And yet something that can honestly be destroyed in just a few minutes. So be careful. Really make sure you're doing everything you can to build trust, because the more trust that you build, the more solid the relationship and the better the business outcome. And if you are struggling with trust in either a business relationship, or if you're working on a team where trust just doesn't exist and you're open to getting some help, email me, tracy@tracymurphycoaching.com. I'll reach back out to you and we'll get a conversation started. So guys, that is it for today. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time.